Hey, this is David Crone with HorseRacingNation.com. In Louisville, the fillies run for Lilies. When they go to Baltimore, they run for the Black-Eyed Susans. So, let's take a look at this race. Obviously, the heavy favorite is going to be Tidal Pool. She's coming off a really solid third place effort at the Kentucky Oaks. It was a good race. She looks like she's going to be lone speed here in the Black-Eyed Susan. That's going to just contribute to her being bet and bet heavily. She doesn't really look like a horse that I would ever play at even money or at 4 to 5, simply because she only has 3 wins in her career, and her fastest races by far are at Oaklawn Park. She's got 2 really fast races, and they were the 2 races she ran at Oaklawn. So she's going to get a great pace set up here. She's going to be on the lead. She should get a pretty easy pace to run with, but a horse that's only showed that big of an affinity for one track, I think when she's moving to a track like Pimlico, you can maybe take a shot against her. So let's get down and start looking at this race a little more. It does look like Tidal Pool is going to be loose. You have a couple horses that'll probably be close. Harissa is one of those. Acting Happy, I don't think will be too far off of it. But besides them, everything in here wants to be kind of mid-pack or further back than that. So no such word. Sseeking the Title, Concord Kid. Concord Kid might show a little speed, but seems to be a little further off of it. Cece's Pal, Patriot Miss, Diva Delight. These are all horses that want to sit off the pace. You know, when I start looking at this race, I'm trying to find a horse that has enough talent to beat Tidal Pool, but also can maybe be a little bit close to the pace. The horse I'm coming up with in here is Sseeking the Title. She's 5 to 1 on the morning line. She's only run 3 times in her life. You know, it's not the type horse I would always be jumping to in this kind of situation. This is obviously a big step up in class for her, coming into the Black-Eyed Susan, facing a horse like Tidal Pool. She's coming out of the Fairground Oaks, where she ran 3rd behind Quiet Temper and Champagne d'Oro. Neither of those horses ran huge in the Kentucky Oaks, but that was only her 3rd start. And it was also a race where she ended up way off the pace. When she broke her maiden, she had set a lot closer. So I personally think Sseeking the Title wants to be closer to the pace. I think she'll be closer to the pace than the Black-Eyed Susan. I'm hoping she'll sit 3rd or 4th, and I think that's going to make her a really dangerous horse here. Aside from her, you know, you could go to No Such Word, you could go to Harissa. I even think you can make a case for Acting Happy here at 10 to 1. That's a horse that could sit close to the pace, has only run 3 times also, has some upside. I mean, there's just not horses. The horses that have run a lot just haven't looked overwhelmingly fast. So I think if you're taking a shot against Tidal Pool in here, you need to go with a horse that has a little bit of upside. I think the horses that fit that description are Sseeking the Title and Acting Happy. Personally, Sseeking the Title just looks like the safer of the 2 choices to me. So at 5 to 1, I think you can play Sseeking the Title in here. It's going to be a good race. It's an interesting race. We'll see what happens with Tidal Pool. If she gets loose, she's going to be tough to run down, but maybe one of these fillies can step up and do it. Stick with HorseRacingNation.com. Make sure you check out all our Preakness coverage. Make sure you check out my Preakness pick. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube here. And stick with us through the rest of the Triple Crown season, and I'll see you soon.